1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually abused before their 18th birthday. Enter Children's Cove, the Cape and Islands Child Advocacy Center, providing hope and healing for abused children.
My name is Jacob Stapleton. I'm the Community Education and Outreach Coordinator at Children's Cove. Children's Cove, we are the Child Advocacy Center for the Cape and the Islands. We work collaboratively with all departments of law enforcement, the Department of Children and Families, as well as the District Attorney's Office for the comprehensive investigation and best practice response to cases involving child sexual abuse, severe physical abuse, witness to domestic violence, and commercial sexual exploitation of children, otherwise known as human trafficking or internet crimes against children.
Children's Cove provides a compassionate, efficient, child-friendly facility for child abuse intervention.
The very first thing is once a child has come to Children's Cove is they're going to be oftentimes greeted by Melanie, our family advocate, to really walk them through the process that we have here, but to get them comfortable, to get them settled. Once there has been that disclosure that's been made by a child and it's gotten to the Department of Children and Families or law enforcement, they're going to be contacting us. We want to make sure that we're meeting the best investigative response, but also we want to make sure that we're meeting the health and wellness of that child. If it doesn't seem like they're going to be ready to come in, if it's not a safe time for them to do so, maybe there's some other needs to be managed first, physical needs, a medical need, mental health, food, clothing, shower, safety, whatever those things may be, we want to make sure that that's addressed first. And then we're going to schedule a time with that family and with those investigative agencies to set that time for a response. So we're really coordinating that around what works best for that child.
In 2016, Children's Cove partnered with Dennis Yarmouth Regional District to create the Teen Task Force.
The Teen Task Force is a group, a program that we started a number of years ago where we work with local students at local high schools to really get education and information out to them about the epidemic of child sexual abuse and sexual assault, but also for us to learn from them about what are the issues that are happening in their community and in their world that maybe we aren't aware of. When we started the Teen Task Force, we really had the vision in mind of working with those young adults to really advocate and emphasize that support for their peers in that disclosure process, as well as to support the mission of Children's Cove, to provide a safe community for children of all ages. We do a fantastic job in reaching out to parents, to teachers, to our partner agencies, but we don't necessarily know what's on trend with 14, 15, 16-year-olds. So if we want to spread this message and raise awareness and give information and give tools and resources to teenagers and high schoolers, who better to craft that message but teenagers and high schoolers?
Another goal of the Teen Task Force is to break down the stigma of coming forward.
One of the biggest challenges for teens and for young adults is making a disclosure. Sometimes something has happened either on a date, out on a relationship, something that's happened online, or even something in the home, and they don't know who to talk to. And so a lot of the times the first person who they talk to is a friend, and then they don't know what to do with it. We're trying to educate and empower students that if something has happened, or if they hear about something that has happened, about how they can make that disclosure, how they can get help, and what is that actual process going to look like. There's such a stigma about talking about sexual assault and child sexual abuse. We're trying to kind of break that stigma and bring that conversation more mainstream to help people and change some of those statistics.
To learn more about the Teen Task Force, Children's Cove, or to volunteer, visit their website at childrenscove.org. In Barnstable, for Cape Media News, I'm Tamora Israel.